Thanks a lot, Lisa. I have to tell you, I think you all have my business card in front of you. The little black dog on there, it was a rescue from Homeward Pets, actually. And he really loves me. The first time I found that out was when I was on vacation in Hawaii, and I got a phone call that he'd run away, trying to find me. He was gone for 3 days. After that, he now has a microchip. Well, he had a microchip, so he was found. But now he also has a collar with his name on and a GPS. He has run away a few times since. Always when I'm not there, I'm convinced it's because he's trying to find me because he loves me so much. So that's Ricky. I also want to introduce Ciara. I'm new with Healthy Paws. I've been there not quite a year. Before that, I was in digital marketing, always technology, always pretty much selling something online. Now we're selling pet insurance online, which is lovely because we get to help pets as well as do my online marketing stuff. Ciara just joined us, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Ciara Barrette, and I just joined Healthy Paws last week, so pretty new. Before that I was working online advertising, and I did a couple of years work with professional dog walking, and I also volunteered with Ciara here in Washington. So, you know, dogs and cats are very near and dear to my heart, so lovely to meet all of you and be here today.
So if she wasn't so new, she would be giving this presentation, partly because her voice is and her accent is so nice to listen to.
I'm Irish.
Very Irish. So how many of you, and I'm going to assume this is going to be 100%, have pets? Okay, keep your hands up. Oh, it's not 100%, close to it. How many of you have pet insurance? Yeah, pretty typical. So that's pretty much what we're facing. A lot of people have pets. They're members of their family. How many of you have pets that sleep in your bedroom? Exactly. So what we usually ask people when they say joining pet insurance, we say, do you have a pet? If it's yes, okay. Does it sleep in your bedroom? Yes. Does it sleep in your bed? Do you spoon it? Yes, you need pet insurance. A pet can be part of your family. As we know, we're all very passionate about pets. A lot of people don't know much about pet insurance. They don't know how it works. They don't even know it exists a lot of times. So as people in the rescue industry, you touch a lot of people who love pets and are bringing pets into their homes. So 24 Pet Watch does a good job of using all of you to spread the word about pet insurance. What I'm going to do today is tell you about Healthy Paws Pet Insurance and hopefully give you some reasons to tell more people about pet insurance and get the word out there. Hey, it worked. So this is the only slide in this deck that I made, and you know it's mine because it's just got 2 big pictures and a lot of big type on it. The rest have a lot of little type on it. So why Healthy Paws was started, it was started by the co-founders were Steve Sidek and Rob Jackson. Steve Sidek was a consultant. He went down, took a sabbatical, went down to Katrina, helped Barrette rescue. So he was probably there along with you. I don't know if you saw him there or not, but my daughter was also there going to school, so very familiar with the whole Katrina experience. He was very passionate about pets and then quit his consulting job and actually was executive director at Homeward Pets. And he met Rob Jackson there, who came from the insurance industry and was also very passionate about pets. They decided that more people needed to have pet insurance for 2 reasons. Well, they started Healthy Paws for 2 reasons. One was to help more pets be insured. The other was to help shelters and rescue organizations with the cost of health care for their pets, because we know that they care for a lot of sick pets. So there's 2 parts of Healthy Paws. One is Healthy Paws Pet Insurance, the other is the foundation. The foundation gives grants to rescue organizations for care of sick pets. Hey, it worked. So a little bit about Healthy Paws and what sets us apart, or what we feel sets us apart. We have what I like to say, we have the happiest 2-legged and 4-legged customers. If you look at online for pet insurance reviews, you'll see that Healthy Paws is rated really highly. We work really hard to make a wow experience for our pet parents so that they work as advocates. If you have a claim, they work as advocates for you to get that claim processed quickly and will do whatever they can. We say the tie goes to the pet parent. So if there's any question of whether that claim should be paid or not, the tie goes to the pet parent. What's covered? So I don't know how many of you are familiar with pet insurance. We do not have a wellness plan. It's not about the vaccines. It's not about the spay neuter. It's not about the regular things that you can plan for. It's about the things you can't plan for. It's about, the cancer. It's about your pet eating a sock and you have to go into surgery and then you're faced with a $3,000 bill that you didn't plan on. That's what the pet insurance is for. So it covers all accidents and illnesses as long as it's not a pre-existing condition. Pet insurance companies cover pre-existing conditions, by the way. Hereditary and congenital conditions, you're reimbursed on the actual vet bill. So essentially, if you go to the vet, you have a claim, it's an accident or an illness, we have an app. You don't have to use the app, you can just take a picture of the vet bill and submit it, and that's how you submit your claim. So very easy, we like to keep it simple. We go directly to the consumer, unlike 24 Pet Watch, which relies on you to get their pet insurance people. We go direct to the consumer most of the time. We try to keep it simple. We only have one plan. That's it, one plan. That was one of the major objectives that Steve and Rob had when they started it. They wanted to keep it simple. They didn't want people to have to choose, do I need this rider, do I need this plan or that plan? Because they didn't want them to choose wrong and then find out that whatever happened to their pet wasn't covered. So one pet covers everything that we cover. You don't have to make those kind of decisions. We do have multiple discounts, reimbursement rates, and what's it called when you have deductibles. So that you can actually manage the price of your premium so it's affordable. Our goal is to make sure that our pet insurance product is as simple and as affordable as possible so that more people can get it and keep it. Keep it simple. This is just talking about the website and the app. It takes about 10 seconds to get a free quote to see what your pet premium would be. So I invite all of you to go to gohealthypaws.com, take 10 seconds and find out what your premium would be if you got pet insurance with Healthy Paws Pet Insurance. It takes maybe 2 minutes to enroll. We just take your credit card, we automatically bill every month for the premium. There's no renewal event, so it's just automatically renewal until you cancel it, so you don't have to worry about it. Let's see, what else do we need to know here? 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you have adoptees who aren't quite sure if they want pet insurance, they can go on, they can enroll. After 30 days, if they decide they don't want it, they can get refunded their full amount. And I think that's all we need on that slide. If your organization signs up to work as a partner with Healthy Paws Pet Insurance, we'll provide you with all kinds of things. One of the things we'll provide you with is banners and emails and whatever marketing materials you want so that you can promote it. The other thing we'll provide you with, and I think this is on the next slide, let's go here. We'll provide you with, how does it work? See, I'm like doing the wrong one here. There we go. So if you sign up with Healthy Paws to be a partner with Healthy Paws Pet Insurance, first of all, there's no requirements, there's no minimum requirements for the number of people that you sign up on it, none whatsoever. You just simply sign up. We give you 2 links. One of the links you use to give to the people who adopt animals or any clients that you have, and the other you use for your employees. The employee discount is up to 15%, and for everyone else it's a 10% discount. So you get to offer that to your adoptees, adopters, sub-adopters, I guess, your pet parents, and your employees get up to 15% off. So that's what you get with we'll give you a unique link, and all you do is use that link, and that link will make sure that the people get the discount, the appropriate discount, whether it's your employees or your pet parents. And it'll also track that it came from you so that we can pay you. And we'll pay you $50 for everyone that you enroll. So we don't have to stop doing it. management software for you. So that's how we reward you for sending more people to us and getting their pets insured. We provide marketing materials, and we have a partner portal that you can log on to at any time and check if you forget what your link is or you want more marketing materials. It'll be available for you online. Ciara is also going to be our partner
Coordinator.
main partner person, so you would coordinate with her.
So any questions
we do
coming
have,
through, yes.
That's right, we do have people behind it. We take care of everything. All you would do is give people the link and say, please use this link to sign up because it will get you a discount. We will get paid so we can help more pets. And in addition to that, anytime anyone gets a free quote, so you really all need to do this, we add to our foundation fund, which donates grants for medical care for homeless pets. We'll be donating about $100,000 in 2017, and the way it works is for everyone who gets a free quote, every free quote out there, we put 25 cents into this fund, which adds up quickly. We get at least 50,000 quotes a month. So I think I'm done.
You got any age limits?
We do. So you can enroll at if you enroll your pet at any time, they are covered for their lifetime. And they're covered essentially, the younger you enroll them, the better, because the younger they are enrolled, the lower the premium. The premium is based on age, zip code, and breed. And so the younger they're enrolled, the lower the premium. You cannot enroll a new pet over the age of 14. So if it's younger than 14, you can enroll them, and they will remain enrolled whether they're 14 or old, no matter how old they get. They remain covered. Any other questions? I know that was a quick overview.
I have a technical question.
Go for it.
What we see the most at our shelter that's an expensive surgery is luxating patellas. Is that considered a pre-existing condition, or is that considered a congenital condition?
Well, it's only pre-existing if there were signs and symptoms of it before you got the insurance. If it's a congenital, we cover. Congenital and hereditary is covered.
Well, we would have noticed it at the shelter, so that means then it wouldn't be covered.
Right, it would be pre-existing then.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
my question.
Right, so no insurance company would cover it
No.
because you saw it at the shelter and it was pre-existing.
So something like diabetes would be hereditary.
Yep.
So even though an animal's been diagnosed, we would still cover a diabetic animal.
Not, so if it was already diagnosed before you got coverage, no. 'Cause that would be
Even if it
pre-existing.
is, okay.
So
So,
if it hadn't been diagnosed, if the breed is prone to diabetes, that doesn't mean that it's not gonna be covered. That was a double negative. They have to have shown signs and symptoms. In other words, it needs to have been a pre-existing condition for it not to be covered. If the diabetic symptoms show up after you're covered, it will be covered for the lifetime of the pet. And I know that's one of the things that's ongoing and expensive. So, did that explain it, or
Yeah,
did all my double negatives confuse you?
no, that's good. And then one more thing so is there kind of like an 80-20, or is it 100% coverage for everything?
So there's deductibles. So there's reimbursement levels and deductibles, and that's how you decide what kind of premium you're comfortable with. So you can get up to a 90% reimbursement and a $100 deductible. Or you can go as low as 60% reimbursement, I think $750 deductible.
Okay.
So we usually, the most popular is 80% reimbursement and $250 deductible. And it's an annual deductible, so you meet it once a year, it's not per incident. And there's no limits. I think that's one of the things that there's no coverage limits. So there's a lot of the plans you'll see, there's like a $10,000, you'll have an option of a $10,000 lifetime or annual limit, or a $20,000 annual or lifetime limit. We have no limits at all. So we've paid out, $50,000 claims, and it doesn't matter over the lifetime of your pet if you have a really expensive, or we call it an unlucky pet. We'll continue to pay those claims.
Do
Do the pre-existing conditions affect at all their actual premium?
No. So the pre-existing conditions, like, we don't even ask. The only reason we would ask about pre-existing conditions is because those, we would want you to know upfront that those would not be
Yeah.
covered. But any other conditions that are not related to the pre-existing condition would be covered.
No,
And
I'm
it would,
asking-
and it would not impact the premium.
Yeah.
So if you go online, gohealthypaws.com, and get a free quote, and then 25 cents will go to the foundation. You'll see, all you have to put in is your pet's name, your email address so that you can save the quote, the breed, the age, and your zip code. The reason we put the zip code in is because it varies by region, and that's based on the cost of veterinary care in that region. So nothing having to do with pre-existing conditions.
Where does the pre-existing get, like, found out? Like, do people submit
Yes,
previous
so,
records once they've started it? Like, how does that get
so
established?
you're required to have an exam if the pet is 6 or under, and you'll learn all this.
Learning
If the pet is
today.
6 or under, you're required to have had a vet exam in the last 12 months. If it's older than 6, you're required to have a vet exam within the last 30 days or within 15 days after getting the policy. And that's what they would use to, is it a clean bill of health? Were there any diagnoses or signs or symptoms of something going on here? So that's how we'll know if there's pre-existing conditions.
Well, I'm just, for example, somebody's had a cat for 2 years or a dog for 3 years,
Uh-huh.
and then they sign up for it. It's obviously 3 years after adoption.
Right.
In those 3 years, how do you attest if there was a pre-existing condition?
They would have had to have had that vet exam within the last 12 months, depending on the age, 30 days or 12 months. And that vet exam those medical records would tell us whether it happened. And then when you put a claim in, we would look, depending on the claim, we would look at your medical records to see if it was a pre-existing condition or not.
Sorry for asking so many questions.
No, that's all right.
If it's something that could possibly reoccur, so say you've treated your dog for Giardia, would that then, and if it ever got Giardia again, would that not be covered? Would that be considered pre-existing? Or since that's something that can be treated and then cured, would that then be covered if it was?
It would be
a time
covered.
period?
There's certain things that are chronic that are not covered, but
Mhm.
generally, like if you have an ear infection and then 3 years later you have another ear infection, that would still be covered. Also, if you have a lump in one place, you
Mhm.
have that covered, and then you get a lump in another place, that would be covered. Any other questions? So you're all gonna get a free quote at least, right? And if you do have any questions about partnering with Healthy Paws, we're not exclusive either, so if you want to offer your clients multiple pet insurance options, I don't think that's a bad thing. Especially, let them shop around, let them get the best price and the best coverage. I don't have a problem with that. Again, no minimums on the number of people you send to us. If you send us one, you get $50. You send us 100, you get $5,000. So no restrictions on that. So feel free to check us out, get a free quote, give us a call Ciara, see how much she knows in her week so far. You can call me. I'm the one who gave you the cards. She doesn't have cards yet, so. Give me a call and we'll talk you through any questions you have. Would love to partner with you. It's easy to sign up. You can actually sign up online if you want. I recommend going through us because we're giving the shelters a better deal than you get if you sign up online at this point in time. Any other questions?
Do you cover exotics?
We do not, only cats and dogs. And it's interesting, it's about 85% are dogs and 50% are cats and dogs. Maybe they get in more trouble.